know exactly how this is supposed to work. My dad, I guess, so I understand that he paid $60, and
Yeah,
I understand that we're supposed to do a call. So I don't know exactly what the call really is about, but I'm supposed to send you my
yeah,
investments, is what I do know. So,
yeah. So you tell me.
all right. So, I mainly just wanted to just put money into I just wanted to put money into, I guess, investing because I just was on the
Yeah,
sidelines. And then they were like, action is more important than just like waiting for the right time. So I know everything's going crazy right now, and I understand
yeah,
that it's probably like if I'm thinking about like short term, it's gonna probably go down in like a year or two. But I'm fine with that because you know what, just at least I get the experience and understand what I'm doing when I'm investing in
yeah,
the future. So
yeah. I mean,
I guess I mainly just put a bunch of stuff into cryptocurrency. So I
okay.
have a list.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
There wasn't. I don't know. I really didn't put much thought into it, like research. So there wasn't. That's not ideal, of course. It's more like gambling to an extent. But I decided that, or I thought, in my opinion, that Bitcoin, everything kind of relies on Bitcoin. So I did decide
Mm,
to buy some in the end, but I was thinking
yeah,
like the other coins are probably gonna go up more in value than Bitcoin. So in the long run, I should probably hold more of those type of coins, I guess. And then that's why I
yeah,
decided to buy other types of cryptocurrencies or smaller types. And
yeah. Which one of
then
those? What type of altcoins were you looking at?
uh, I guess OXT. I put it in the chat, by the way, but
Oh, okay.
put
Oh,
in
sorry, I'm
I
not
put
looking at
into
the chat.
storage OXT, ONT, BNB, and QTUM Quantum, I believe.
Okay, okay. BNB is one of the key coins anyway.
Yeah,
Binance
I mean I
coins.
use their service, so I mean I
Yeah,
was just like,
storage is a main coin as well. The rest, ONT, I'm not sure. Orchid, OXT. I suppose they're in the top. Are they in the top hundreds? Are they?
yeah, for in America, I guess they don't let you invest in the wide spectrum of coins. I guess like they only
Yeah,
let you
yeah.
invest like 300 instead of like I think 800, I believe, if I'm not wrong.
Oh,
And
really? Is it with Binance or?
yeah, it's Binance US instead of like just normal Binance. Like it's like short. It's a little bit like it's a lot smaller selection, I guess. So
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. That's it's nothing wrong with that. I mean, at least I didn't see the likes of like Safe Moon or Safe Mars or that
like some random coin from like nowhere.
meme coins. I mean, those are functional. I suppose Orchid and ONT are functional coins. Quantum, I think, is a functional coin as well. But I don't know much about them white paper. But I know BTC Storage and BNB are functional coin. They're there for smart contracts or for swaps and everything. So yeah, you're in the right direction. So for have you got any stocks yet, or have you bought
E-
stocks?
So I ended up I thought about it, so I was gonna put like most of it into Bitcoin and then like a small percentage into stocks, even though I guess stocks is more of my specialty. But yeah, I tried to buy Pinterest, but it didn't let me because I guess
Yeah.
I tried to do a fill and it didn't hit the certain price, so I just ended up not buying
Okay.
it. But
Okay.
I ended up buying mostly I don't know because
Sandstone gold. So sandstone gold is a commodity, is it?
it's gold royalty, I believe. So they make money off of
Okay. Oh,
payments
it's a
off of gold.
Canadian. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Mining stuff. Yeah. 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 Hey,
So
nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I
Yeah.
understand that like gold or like what's it called? It's not gold. Like gold and silver, but it's like
Yeah.
commodities.
Yeah. Yeah.
Commodities
More
are like
commodities.
good at
Sh-
holding. So
yeah.
holding stocks and commodities is nothing wrong. Nothing.
Shell is commodities as well. Then you got cannabis and tillery, which is quite similar. Yeah.
I also thought,
Okay.
oh my bad.
Yeah. 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 I mean, hey, I mean, at your age, don't feel that you're going as a high risk. I mean, if you're 19, you're supposed to go for high risk stock
Yeah,
anyway. I
that's
mean,
what I was thinking. I was like,
if you came to me today and said that you've got a list of dividend stocks, I'm gonna go like, hey, wake up, dude. You're 19. You're not supposed to buy dividend stocks.
that,
So you're going the right direction. I think. I suppose you're still experimenting. You're still trying to figure out. So for me, I've you can share. I've got a list of stuff that I just want to. I was hoping to hear from you and then see if it fits, and then I can run through a couple
sure,
of stuff if you which I think but stop me, just stop me if you
that's fine.
think that it's not. So all I want to say is like, well done. I mean, like every time I hear on my YouTube or somebody come up to me who is like 17, 19, even my cousins, I'm trying to get them to invest, they're all teenagers,
So
16, so
important.
they're not moving because they blame on like no brokers and stuff. But you live in US, you got Robinhood, you got Coinbase, you got all that thing by your phone. So you're using it. That's great. So one thing that I want to share, let me share screen with you is just to give you a bit of like inspiration. Can you see my screen? Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. So I used to blog, but this is one of the most powerful chart that every time someone says, why should I invest early? This is something that I missed. I tell my kids not to miss this boat. This is something so simple. Compounding, like you've learned in maths in school, compounding, like so compounding, I know the eighth wonder of the world. That's what Einstein says, but what does it really mean? So this chart really blew me away many, many years ago, saying, man, I wish I saw this. Like, so you might have seen this already. So basically, it's a story of two friends. Yeah, it's a story of two friends. You got Smart Joe and Chill Dan. So this is real life. I've got a friend who did this, and man, he is way ahead. So you are 19. Assume you and another friend called Dan. Okay, you invested 3 grand a year. All you have to do is put 3 grand a year up to your 30. You're 19. You've got 12 years to put in, let's say 3 grand. Just a figure speech. 3 grand a year, and then this is your growth. So your growth, I think I woke up at 9%. 9% is an average growth of S&P 500 for the last 90 years. That's what
Yes.
Warren Buffett tells us. So that's just 9% last 90 years. And, you know, when you're 55, you stop investing at 31. Basically, you put 30 grand because by 30, you get married, you buy a house, you've got kids, all that stuff. You can't be investing every time. So you stop investing, but you just let this investment run in the background. But at 55, you have 569 grand. But your mate who wanted to enjoy life, who wanted to go YOLO, travel the world, I can't be bothered saving, I need to get myself a car, all that stuff. And he only started investing when he's 30, man. He's starting to settle down. He's got money and he starts investing. And he has to put 3 grand every year from the age of 31 to up to 55. And he's no way catching you up.
Yeah. It's
See,
just
it's a compounding effect. When it starts rolling, yeah, when it's the snowballing effect, that's what I call it, the snowballing effect. When it starts rolling, dividend or growth, whatever portfolio you go, it's just gonna grow bigger and bigger. So what you're doing now, don't don't. I mean, there are days where you go like, man, I want to buy a nice car for myself. I want to travel the world. I mean, think about it. Think about this chart here. Thinking maybe I should, if I want to buy a new car, maybe I should do a bit more side hustle, get money. Think about it. Don't
yeah.
give this investing up.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's crypto. I don't care if it's stocks. Because this is something really money that works when you sleep.
Yeah.
So
Playing
so
for the long
hope
run
you
and passive
yeah going for
income.
exactly, man, exactly. I know that you're doing like stuff like Shopify and Facebook ads, and you got cryptos, and you're reading books, you're selling stuff in school, man. Keep that going, man. Keep that going. Because you got crypto investing is 1 year, is one pool. Don't mix them. Never mix your crypto and your stocks investing. They are
Yeah.
two different ballgames. So when the next time I ask you, hey, what's your portfolio like? You reply, my stocks portfolio or my crypto portfolio. They're two different things.
Yeah.
People seems to merge them together and jumble them up, and they start moving money back. No, keep them
Yeah.
together. Your Pokemon card is a different investment. Your stock is different. Your crypto is different. Your side business or your Shopify is different. Don't mix them up. Keep them separate. And that's what they call your passive income on a different stream.
Yes.
So keep that separate. So when you save money, you need to think, oh, am I going to invest in crypto now? I'm going to invest in stocks, or I'm going to buy Pokemon cards because it's a trend, it's a fad. So you time it yourself. I can't tell you that. You time it yourself, and then
Yes.
so make sure you keep that separate. It can be
Oh yeah.
easier,
Yeah.
It's so much easier in
Yeah.
time. So yeah.
I got
So
you,
so
Mr.
this
Koh.
yeah. So this is one of the chart which I think is powerful. Which think about, it's not complex maths. You can easily put in a calculator. You're 21, and man, I mean, you show this to your mate who's not investing. If your mate's not investing, just show him this chart, and you just blow him away and just go, man, Roman, you're right. So this is one. And I think you mentioned crypto. You're not sure if you're going in crypto, yes or no. So one thing I want to share is crypto and stocks is completely different. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
you know it. Yeah, I mean, you see lots of guys on Twitter. They bash crypto bash stocks. I mean, it's completely two different entity completely. So for me, I like stocks, but I still like crypto as well. And I don't know. Have you heard about Bitcoin halving?
You mean like
Yeah,
when like was it
when
I use the terms wrong. So bear market is when
Yeah.
it's like going down, right? Or it's in like a
Mm.
downtime, and bull market is when it's going up.
Yeah.
So you're saying like it's gonna be like since it's at like a peak right now, it's gonna go all the way down and then it's gonna
Yeah.
reset. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. So this is the Bitcoin halving. I mean, before I joined this Bitcoin, and I like the trends. I'm a technical trendist as well, because I'm an engineer myself. I'm an engineer. I'm not. I didn't get any finance degree. I'm an engineer, and my whole life, when I was 19, I wanted to be an engineer. I wanted to work in oil and gas, and I did my engineering, and I noticed that when you work for a company, you go to a plateau. When you hit a plateau, you're not gonna go make 100 grand or 200 grand. You're gonna hit a plateau and that's it. And I noticed that financing was the way to go. And if I could turn back time to your time, yeah, you are on the right track, man. You need to give yourself a pat on the back. Give your dad a hug after this and say,
Yeah.
thanks to him. I wish my dad would tell me the same thing. But on crypto, I noticed a trend. It's not me. I got convinced. If you look at this chart here, it's the halving effect, because I was there. I was here when the crypto market was on the rise here. I didn't believe it. And when it plummeted, I said, pyramid scheme, it's a scam. And then it came back. It came back in 2017. I said, oh, wait a minute. It crashed again. Pyramid scheme is a scam. But it kept going higher. So, so it comes to a point, it's all down to crypto mining. So every time the number of Bitcoin gets mined by half, the amount of hash rate increases, the amount of energy that you need to put in, the amount of investment increases. So there's a fundamental reason behind all this. So in the beginning, is this rise here is due to the financial crash. Okay, this rise here is due to the interest rate rise. This rise here is due to the interest rate rising even higher. So now we're in the trend where we've got COVID and interest rates rising again. So we will hit a bull market, which we are still in now. We're expecting to hit about 100 grand in Bitcoin. That's what
Oh
everyone's
yeah.
saying.
Yeah, that's what
I
everyone's
don't know
saying.
how, I don't know how true that is, but I'm riding the wave, same as you. So once you hit that, you come down, you go into bear market. But what they're saying is this might be the last time the halving effect will come through. So you are basically coming on the fourth phase, and who knows what's going to happen after that. So all you have to do is throw a couple hundred quid in that you're not going to do anything with. You could have bought Pokemon cards, but you refuse to. You're putting money in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Just let it run. So even if it goes out and crash, all you do is just accumulate as much as you can.
Yeah.
Money you can afford. You're not
Yeah.
gonna throw
I
your
mean, you don't want to like try to invest money where like you have to pay bills for with, and it's like you're betting on Bitcoin has to hit this certain number. Yeah, that's not what you should be doing.
No. I know when you were talking to me, you used the word gambling. Yeah, I think I need to correct you, man. You are not gambling. You're actually investing. So you need to give yourself a bit of credit that, because if I saw Safe Moon, Safe Mars, or meme coin, or what do you call it, Shibu, I would say you're gambling, but you're not.
Shibu. Yeah.
You're actually researching onto what you need. So this is where you are with crypto. I think it's got a long run to go, and the reason why I'm bullish, I'm 40, I'm still bullish about Bitcoin or crypto or Ethereum, is because it is not about the coins. It's not about the price of the coin. It's actually behind it. I believe Ethereum
The
will
potential.
be the potential for Ethereum to be smart contracts, NFTs. Have you heard of NFTs? Yeah, non-fungible tokens.
I know like I came into Bitcoin as like it was a meme like when I first
Yeah,
was introduced to it. So like NFTs are like images or things that have been sold online only, something like
yeah.
that.
That's phase one. Yeah, trust me, it's phase one. Do you play video games?
Yes, I do a lot.
Do you what do you play? What's the ones that you play just now?
Um, I could Valorant. I mean, I'm just gonna call popular ones Valorant, Minecraft, Fortnite. I guess Fortnite would be technically one of the games I play,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
CS:GO.
yeah.
Uh,
See, you show what's a
oh,
common theme in there. Do you
the,
spend money in those games?
yes, I eventually. I'm very
Skins.
frugal, but yeah,
Yeah.
eventually I ended up starting.
You have to spend, man. See,
Yeah,
in-games items, skins,
yeah.
characters. Fortnite, you got, I don't know, a special item. Imagine, this is what I think about NFT. This is my point of view. Yeah. A few guys are thinking the same in the same sphere. I believe for NFTs, which you should visit, because I notice you like Pokemon cards and all that stuff as well, because you like collectibles. Yeah. So I'm telling you this, NFTs now about GIF and all, it's all rubbish, man. It's all
It's a
bullshit.
scam. Yeah,
Exactly. It's just to hype things up. But for me, the real NFT 2.0 is when you buy in-game items. Imagine you buy a gun for CSGO or buy a gun for Fortnite, but that gun is only limited to the first 1,000 customers. And when that gun gets sold for, let's say, $100, and because it's so limited and there are 4 million players worldwide and they want that gun, there's a marketplace to buy and sell these guns. NFT make things, you cannot duplicate NFT.
Yeah.
There's a serial number. And the best thing about NFT is on Ethereum CRC 1511 is you can actually see who owns this product previously. Let's say
Yeah.
Paul Logan, famous YouTuber. Let's say he had this gun, he sold it for 1.9 million, and he drops the gun, and someone else picks it up. Someone picks it up, and now that guy is going to say, "Man, I'm going to sell this for 3.2 million." So this is NFT. It makes like a real pen becomes a digital item.
Yeah.
So do your homework, do go and read about NFTs, see where it's going yourself, because I see it going this way, you might see it differently. So it's something that you should think about. So crypto is not just Bitcoin. It's got NFTs, it's got smart contracts, which is the likes of Solano, Cardano, where smart contracts meaning smart contracts is, for example, I don't know, do you go to the gym? Have you got a gym membership?
No, but my friends do.
Exactly. So your friends go to the gym, yeah. So what do you have to do? They have to sign up. They have to
Yeah.
speak to the reception.
Get a
They speak to the
membership.
membership. Sign up, and then when they check in, check out, towels you have to pay, or they have to pay for the pool. I don't know. But what Ethereum and Cardano, what they can do is you can start a gym without hiring folks, where you can employ smart contracts where you just go with your phone, your mobile phone, you zap yourself, it pays you, no receptionist. You walk in, you pay for your towel through a vending machine. So that's what they can do. They can change business around. So you got NFTs, you got smart contracts, and you've got the coin itself, and then you've got what do you call it? Then the next one is
It's
I
not
can't remember the name. Oh, sorry, say again.
no, I don't know what it is. I was just assuming like blockchain would be
Yeah,
coins, but I don't know what
yeah,
your
blockchain.
last answer would be. No, my bad.
Yeah,
I kind of understand like what I've never heard of half of these things honestly.
yeah,
Like I understand like NTFs, like yeah, you hear about them. Like I don't understand them. Like I know coins, right? Like I get that, and
yeah,
like smart contracts. I really don't know that, but
yeah, yeah.
I
But
mean
hey,
it's called doing
I
your
did.
research. What you don't
Yeah,
know is what you miss out.
exactly. It's
So
huge. It's huge. I mean, start looking up to it, and don't just look at the value of the coin and look at what they can do in future. So
yeah,
that's me in a nutshell for crypto in the last 10 minutes. So you're in the right path. Pick and choose what crypto you believe in. So the things that you should look at is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Solano. These are the four. These are the four main ones. It's like the four main teams. They'll do different things on their own. They've got their own. They've got their own strategy for. So those are four ones, and anyone below are all tokens and spin-off of the smart contracts. So pick and choose your team, pick and choose which you believe will do. Like Dogecoin is a spin-off of Bitcoin.
yeah.
Shibu coin is a spin of
Mm.
Bitcoin. And then you've got Link, you've got, all that spin-off of everybody else. So, have a think about it, see which one. Choose a team, focus on it. For me, my team is Ethereum. So I think Ethereum is going to go
To the moon.
9,000 by the end of the year, 50 grand in the next 10 years. That's what I feel Ethereum goes, but it's going to go up like that. It's going to go like that. Trust me.
Yeah, it's very volatile. The whole thing and the whole market and everything.
Yeah, it's going to be volatile, but you're young. You can afford to
Yeah.
see it fall and then see it rise again. You're not like 55 and you need the money to retire and,
Or
and,
like I'm
and pay off
already
your mortgage.
retired and it's like groceries,
Exactly.
the bills.
Yeah, yeah. So you're in a good path. So that's my nutshell for crypto. And the next thing I was going to move over is to stocks. Yeah, stocks is a whole different ballgame, a completely different ballgame. I like it because it's got fundamentals,
Yeah.
and the fundamentals is I use this website called Hypercharts. You can use this website. It's free. Hang on, let me just. How do I go to chat screen again?
I do alt tab if it's I
Oh,
don't
you
know if
all
that
tab.
works for Mac, but like for me when I alt tab it switches like to the screen I was previously on.
Oh yes, yeah, yeah. So I'll give you this hyperchart. So it's a great, it's free. I use a free version, and I think I should pay them money now because I've used them so much.
Yeah.
So with stocks, yeah, stocks you read a lot about the news, you read a lot about Teslas, but one thing I need to tell you is all about the earnings. You know, all that noise around you about Tesla releasing a new car is all noise. You have to focus on the earnings. I don't know if you can see this chart here. So
Yeah. I think.
revenue,
Yeah.
earnings is boss. Yeah. So you can see every company has got their own character. So you have to pick and choose who you want to focus on. So for me, I've been investing in Apple for a long, long time. And you know that Apple does the sell really well every Christmas year.
Yeah.
So you see the trend, it goes up and then
Goes down a
after it
little
comes down, it
bit.
goes up.
And
But it
then,
gets higher each time. It gets higher each time. So this is the way to see if Apple is still growing. If Apple still show that chart of wavy is still growing, that means you still can invest in Apple. That's how you invest in Apple. Okay. And let's go back to a different one. Let's go to Tesla, for example. Tesla's a good one. Tesla is different. Tesla stock is based on the number of cars they sell. It's not
yeah.
about the sales revenue. They don't care about the profit. It's all about the number of cars they sell. So why did Tesla shot up like last year? Is because they've recently,
Talked
like
about
4
Bitcoin.
years ago, yeah, 4 years ago they sold like 20,000 cars, but now they're selling 500,000 cars this year. So it keeps going up. That's why Tesla stocks is going on the rise. Okay,
To the
but
moon.
exactly to the moon. Exactly, but let me bring you one that's a bit of a
But
declining stock. Yeah, Toyota. Okay, Toyota, good dividends. You know, I'm sure your dad had drove Toyota in his lifetime, or your aunt
yeah,
or
my
somebody.
whole mom's family drives Toyotas, and then like my family drives Hondas. So
Exactly. So they're reliable, a good product. But think about it. Look, multiple 1.1, which is by Warren Buffett standard, is great. It's like the stock is 1.1.
it
It's
should be.
intrinsic.
It's going
It's
up.
perfect. But
Yeah.
why is the stock not going up? But why is it so slow? Because it's the revenue is not growing. Look at the trend. It's coming down because people are not buying Toyotas no more. People are starting to move. You young people,
Yeah.
when your next car will be a Tesla, you know what I mean? It's going to be an electric car because it's not going to be a Toyota. So you can see like folks are saying, why is this not going up? You know, it's low multiples, it's great intrinsic value, it's good growth, it pays dividend, but it's going down because it's not growing. So it's stuff like that you need to understand. ExxonMobil, which is similar to Shell. Look at ExxonMobil. It's
Yeah.
declining. 1.4 multiple. It pays you about 6% dividend. So why is it not growing? Because it's declining. Revenue is declining. So that's why stock price don't go up. That's why you have to watch, regardless of the noise and the share price. I do not go and look at the share price. Many people make these mistakes. Tell me if you do make this mistake. Let me show you. Okay.
Go.
Exxon.
Oh yeah, Exxon. What about that?
Okay. So ExxonMobil. So a lot of people who start investing, this is what they do. Yeah. Okay. They just come and say, oh wait, Exxon was like $94 last year. Now it's 62. Potentially it's still got 30% to go. But that's not the way you value stocks. You need to value them by
They're
their
like their
revenue.
actual like what they're actually making. Yeah.
Exactly. If
Nope.
you are running a business, yeah, would you be looking at stock price? You'd be trying to focus saying, gosh, I need to bring this number back up.
Yeah.
I need to bring this figure back up to this day. If Exxon can bring this value up to here, then it justifies the share price going back up to 100. That's it. It's that simple. So don't make the mistake by going, oh wait a minute, wait, there's a potential upside of like $30. You know, that's the wrong way of seeing stuff. That's where people make mistakes, you know. So yeah, so you know, feel free to go around hypercharts and see your stock. I think you have got Shell. Shell is not on here.
This is a really good
You've got,
website, by the way. Like I've never seen this, but like
it's
understanding it,
great.
like yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, the thing is, this smart people up here, they took all the earnings and put it into graphical form. Like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna read like 50 pages of garbage. I just
Yeah.
want to go and
It's just
tell
like
me
give me like 30 seconds to understand everything, and then I just
spot on. That's all you need. See, I'm a huge Nvidia investor. Look,
Nvidia.
I'm a huge Nvidia. I invest in Nvidia since yonks, and here's what I see. Okay, Nvidia dropped. Nvidia at one point in time, they dropped by half because of this chart. Look at this movement here.
Yeah.
They dropped because Bitcoin crashed and nobody bought their cards for crypto mining back in 2019.
And now
And now
it's sold
crypto came
out.
back up, and boom, they're back up. So, but look, why do people like me buy Nvidia when it's a multiple of 23? Meaning I'm paying 23 times over. Why, Roman? Why? Because it's growing. Look,
Yeah.
I scroll back down. I scroll back down. It's, it's giving me 80% growth year on year. Meaning
The
for every
potential.
year,
Yeah.
the company will double itself every year.
Yeah.
Why are you saying no? Sorry, let's just close the window. All the moth is coming in.
Oh yeah, bugs are
Yeah.
annoying at night. Anyways.
Yeah, so use this chart. I mean, I want you to see it differently. Crypto is down to the halving effect and how they use the contracts, but stocks is all about the earnings. I mean, ignore the noise you hear, ignore Twitter, and ignore people shouting to the moon. You know, I don't know, what's the most popular stock out of AMC? I don't know if look at AMC, let's say
AMC
AMC.
still they're still talking about
No,
it. Dang.
see, everybody talks about it. I mean, no, it's not there. I don't invest in AMC. I don't invest in GameStop because I like the fundamentals. I mean, look at the share price. I've got friends who made money from here to here. I've got friends who almost paid off their mortgage because of AMC. Well done to them. I missed the boat, but I'm not going there because it's too high risk for me. You know, I could have made like 20 gain, 20x, but I didn't. I missed the boat. But it's too high risk for me. But you know, I could have put $100, $500, but I couldn't. I couldn't put myself in there. But everybody's different, you
Yeah.
know.
Everyone has a different risk tolerance. It's understandable.
Exactly. Spot on. You got that. You got it. So that's stocks and shares. I mean, you know, pick your pill and see which way to invest it. But for you, I'm sure you can go into the crypto and the stocks and make sure you keep them separate. Just keep them separate, and it's easier for you to focus because the market reacts differently. Yeah, reacts differently. I mean, I noticed you do Pokemon cards as well on your YouTube.
Yeah.
You still sell Pokemon cards? I mean,
Hmm. Years ago, well, I honestly just gave up. I'm just gonna be honest. I ended up, I believe, I lost about $100, but I still have my Pokemon cards that I never ended up selling. But yeah, I just was like, I'm gonna keep them for, I guess, whatever reason. Maybe they go up a lot one day. Why not keep them?
yeah, exactly. I mean,
Oh yeah, the
for
charge
me,
rate.
that's the most popular Pokemon card first edition.
First
I
edition.
swear I've got that when I was young, but I threw it away. So,
Yeah. Oh wow.
but in terms of investing, I mean, like comic books, Pokemon cards, baseball cards is a whole different ball game, you know. So what I wanted to show you is that never treat one
Yeah,
investment
like another.
as the same. It's all completely different, and you
Yeah.
have to pick and choose your poison. You know, you have to pick and choose your skills, which one you prefer. It's like video game. You want to be an archer, you want to be a sniper, or do you want to be
A
what do you call
warrior.
it, a tanker, a
Yeah.
warrior, necromancer? I don't know if you played Diablo. So this is what. So pick and choose. But sometimes if you stretch yourself too thin, it can be challenging. But you know, pick and choose which your favorite. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Pokemon. There's nothing wrong with NFTs, and you know, there's nothing wrong with you know, looking at the economic cycle. You know, so another thing that I was going to say for stocks and shares is not just the revenue. Okay, I've just shown you the revenue of a stock, but it's also down to the Fed rate move that you need to pay attention to.
Is this
So
the interest rates?
yeah, it's interest rate. You have to use this interest rate to see where you are. So I've been through this cycle. Your mom and dad has been through this cycle. You can go and speak to them and ask them. You know, feel free to ask them. You see, when interest rates are high, back in 2004, you know, when interest rates are high, go and ask your mom and dad, say, what were you guys doing back in 2005 to 2007? How much do you pay for your house? How do you guys spend money? Interest rates were high because money was easy going, money was flowing everywhere. And the government had to put interest rates on the high because things were getting expensive. Money was easily accessible. And you know, people didn't mind getting loans and mortgages from the bank, even though you're paying 5%, because people wanted to spend money. It's only when it crashed that's when everybody lost their jobs, they lost their houses, I, you know, lost their car. Some people, you know, the family were lost because they divorced because things were falling from the sky.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for me, what I've learned is never invest money when interest rates are high. The only time you should invest money is when interest rates are low. Because this is when people lose their job, people start selling stuff, and
Yeah.
this is when you buy on the cheap. So people who invested between 2009 2015, they were minting it. They were making money because when the interest rate started rising, man, trust me, folks were becoming millionaires instantaneously. So what I'm telling you here is we are right here again. We are here again. Somebody resetted the clock, and that somebody is called COVID-19. They have resetted the clock. We are down here. So you think that stocks are high, you think that things are expensive. I want to tell you that this chart is telling me that this is the time to invest. If I could redraw the same line, we are looking like we're around about here now. So Roman, if you invest for the next 10 years and when you turn 29, who knows where you'll be. So this is me trying to convince you again that you think that stocks are high, you think Tesla is high, you think Apple is high, you think Tilray is high. What was there to stock that you invest in? Your gold market, Sandstorm, you think they're high. No, they're not, my friend. We are still, cheap money is running around. People
That
are,
is true. No, that is very
people are
true.
spending. Why do you think this silly cards is going for 99,000 and Paul Logan paid for it? Did Paul Logan pay for it?
$1 million or something, right?
I think he paid for Charizard.
Yeah.
I don't know how much he paid, but he paid for $1 million for Charizard. Why? Do you know why? This is the reason why. Because interest rates are so low. It's cheap money.
Easy money everywhere.
That's why it's easy to buy. That's why folks are buying houses. Folks are buying all this. I don't know. They're buying everything. But if you're smart, you do the opposite. You buy things which are good value, which should go up. Then you're in the right place.
Oh yeah,
So
houses. I think our houses like went up in like 40% value or something like last year. It's wild for
crazy
sure.
people. The with people buying houses on the rise, this might push the bubble up again. This might just push the bubble up quickly. So if you start seeing the interest rates rising, and if you start investing when interest rates are rising, man, you're a bit too late. You should be doing it while you're here. And then once you buy it here, you're just gonna hold and then
Don't listen
work on
to the
something else.
noise. Just let it
Yep,
grow.
exactly. So that's really in a nutshell. Just to share where we are, what's crypto, earnings are important, and there's nothing wrong with Pokemon investing. But pick your poison, pick it what you think that you'll be good at, and all I just want to say is you're on the right you're on the right path, and hey, the world's your oyster, man.
Yeah.
Just yeah. Well, I don't know if you got any questions or what would you like to do. If you want to speak again, feel free to discuss. I'm open about it. That's just my mini presentation for you, just to kick stuff off.
I don't understand. I think a lot of people. I mean, I find the presentation like I understand like the presentation, so like I've been through it. So I mean, I like it.
Mm.
The compound thing very important. I mean, I think for me, like my dad beats it into me, so I kind of I understand it a lot. But yeah, I think the compound thing kind of shows the dividend
Yeah,
stocks and why it's so important for dividend stocks or dividend growth stocks.
yeah,
My bad.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, you did show me a lot of new things I never really thought about, and
yeah.
I'm very
I'll
grateful.
send I'll send you the link as well. You can go and check it out. I'll send you this other link as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, there's so much to read and learn, and the other thing I noticed with reading all these old books as well is sometimes you read them once, you enjoy it, you read them twice, and you read them the third time. So I've read Intelligent Investor about 3 times, and every time I read them,
You
my
learn more.
mindset changes. And if I read them again today, I might disagree with many things. Graham Benjamin has said. I've read what do you call it, Rich Dad Poor Dad when it first came out. I was 16, I think. I was 16 when I first read it. It was great. And when I read it again, I think he revised it. But one thing that he never taught in that book, like I think you mentioned, it's not he never taught about investing. I think he taught about valuating. He taught about
Yeah.
asset versus liability, that rich people invest in
Yeah, poor people.
liability. Exactly. Those that's what makes people frugal. But one thing I wish he wrote more about was investing, but he didn't. But I picked Intelligent Investor maybe about 15 years later, which was a bit too late. I wish I picked it up sooner. But yeah, keep reading. There are loads of books, but you don't necessarily have to agree with all of them. There's stuff that you agree them the first time, but when you read the third time, a couple of years after, you might disagree. Things might change.
Yeah, I mean, people are
Yeah,
always, you should always be changing. So, and you always should like, you shouldn't just take everything at face value. You just like, if you think that it should work, like you agree with some of the stuff, then take that stuff. If you don't agree with
yeah,
others, don't take
exactly,
it. Nothing wrong
exactly.
with that.
Yeah, yeah. Like for me, when I first started, Warren Buffett was like my pillars, the principles. But my investment strategy has changed now. I disagree with what Warren Buffett's telling me now.
Yeah,
I don't. I disagree with dividend investing. I used to be a dividend investor. Yeah, I saved so hard to make dividends like me, but then I realized that if I continued the dividend investing, I will not retire until I'm 60. Remember, because I'm
yeah,
this boy here. I'm chilled. Then I came
yeah.
in late. If I rely on dividend, I'm not gonna. I will have to retire at you know 65. So I've changed myself. I'm a growth investor now. I invest in high concentration on growth stocks like Tesla, AMD. I want stocks that go double, triple
Quadruple,
in short
quadruple.
term. If
Yeah.
it's yeah, it sounds like high risk, but then I'm investing in companies which I think, man, this I know these companies. These companies will do well.
Yeah.
So I've got a target. So, but you have to find your own poison. You have to think that dividend, or do you want growth, or do you want a diversified portfolio, or perhaps you want a portfolio with more health, medical. Maybe you want to go into doctor medicine next time. You like those genomics. It's up to you. You might
Yeah.
be a software developer. You like Salesforce. It's completely up to you. But pick your poison. Pick your journey. That's all I'm telling you. My journey will not fit you. Warren's journey will not fit you. Remember, Warren lived up to he's 19. He's 90 just now.
Yeah.
Not everybody will live up to 90. You know what I mean? So he's got a different
Viewpoint on
different
everything.
different viewpoint. Yeah. So you and I want you to find your own journey. Read all the books, pick the stuff that fits you, and don't be afraid that when you turn 25, your mindset change. Maybe crypto's not your thing. Maybe property investing is your thing. If it changes, it changes. But you walk that journey. You define that journey. That's all I want to say. So never be afraid that, oh wait, I'm not following Buffett's route no more. I'm not following Peter Lynch's journey no more. So make sure you define that journey and make sure it's your own journey.
Yeah.
And no one's got a crystal ball. Warren Buffett made a lot of mistakes. He never invested in Amazon. He never invested in Google, and he's one of his biggest regrets.
Yeah.
It's one of his biggest regrets. So, and he never invested in Elon Musk. He laughed at Elon Musk. Those guys laugh at Elon Musk. Even Tim Cook. Tim Cook denied Elon Musk, and look at where Elon Musk is today.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah. So that's me trying to inspire you and see where you can go. But yeah, crypto and your stocks, I think it's pretty good. I think what you have just now is pretty good. So you just have to, because so one thing that to one thing I suppose the thing that you need is cash.
Yeah. See, he's like saving money. That's cool, right? But it'd be cooler if you could make more money so that you could save that money that you're making. So I kind of agree with the philosophy. So that's just what I'm working towards.
Yeah, yeah. You just have to. I think he's in a philosophy where he doesn't like to sell his time. Denlock doesn't like the fact that because he used to do it when he was young, where he sells like
Oh,
all his
copyright?
time to make
Yeah.
money. Yeah, copywriter. So he's on a mindset where what if I use money to buy money? hire people to do the game. So he's on a different mindset
Yeah,
completely.
but
And
uh,
he's right. He's right to the point. But selling, he's more all about the selling, which I don't have to be able to pick up the phone
yeah,
and to sell something in high ticket pricing. I think that's his game now.
yeah. I mean, I think that's why like his coaches are like $10,000 an hour or something. It's crazy. And I
Oh
mean,
yeah, no,
yeah,
I mean, yeah, his people pay for it, and you can see on YouTube. I mean, there are folks who pay for it and quit his job, and then eventually lost his house, and the folks who pay for it and actually made it huge. Yeah, so
yeah,
it's all about choices in life, you know.
yeah. I mean,
So
like you also have to be up for it, right? You can't just be like, okay, I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna spend a lot of money, and then like you're just not gonna put any effort in it. It's like, okay, well then how are you gonna get there if you're not gonna like work for it?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, for you, you don't have to focus on like one stuff. Try to develop something big. You can do like multiple different stuff and see what your passion is after that. You know.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm more of a lazy person, honestly. Like that's just off the record. I'm just
No.
that's just me. I mean, maybe it's just because I mean, definitely it's because I wasn't born in a poor country, you could say, and I haven't really had a struggle. But yeah, I don't know. I guess
Nah,
I'm thankful.
I
I'm
think
really thankful for my dad. But yeah, what's up?
yeah, yeah. No, it's good. It's good. I think your dad is doing a fantastic job. It's a fantastic someone to look up to. You know. So you just have to. Everybody's got their own clock. Everybody's got their own time. If you didn't find your entrepreneurship or your entrepreneur goal now, doesn't mean that you won't find it later. But as long as you keep in there, as long as you keep it on the racetrack, you know, if you leave the racetrack, then that's it. You're
Yeah,
not gonna be in there. So it's everyone's got a different time. My dad tells me as well, and my dad told me, he says, you know, my dad hated it when I was born, and I grew up to an environment where my teachers, my counselors, and everybody say, "Oh, you have to go to get a 9 to 5 job." And my dad told me, my dad was never a 9 to 5 job. He had his own company, and I said, "No, I'm not going to do what you do. I'm going to do a 9 to 5 job. It's safer, engineer, doctors, oil and gas engineer. I'm an oil and gas engineer. I'll make 6 figures. I will settle well. I'll be in a rock star, jet style lifestyle." But when I hit that plateau, I thought, man, my dad was right. He was 32. He was like 15 years later. My
yeah,
dad was right. I should have listened to him when I was 19. But no, but he said that everybody had to have their own clock. You wouldn't see it until you feel it.
yeah.
That's all I said.
Some people
So
like they just won't get it. Like no matter how many times you tell someone, like if they aren't actually doing it,
exactly,
they're not gonna get it. It's just like you're
yeah,
telling
yeah,
them, and
yeah,
it's like,
exactly, exactly. Until you experience it, you go like, the reason why I experience it. You see this chart here. You see this chart
yeah,
here. I experienced it when I was here. You see this part here.
yeah, you'd experience, yeah,
I bought. I bought. I tell you, this is my personal story. Yeah. So I bought a house. I got my job round about here. Okay. I bought a house. Interest rates high. And then 1 year after I bought my house, it went. So I had to pay high interest rates. I have to keep paying my mortgage, but
yeah.
the
The price of the
price of my
house
house
went down.
went half. So I'm overpaying for something that's not worth its price.
Yeah,
So only when this thing crashed up to here, and when I was basically just dragging my heels around. I thought, man,
if I had bought,
this night
yeah, if I
exactly
knew,
this
if I
night
knew,
new, and because I'm stuck in this 95 job, I'm stuck in a payroll. I cannot pay more, but then the banks are taking so much money off me, and that's made it pissed me off. And I thought,
it's
that's a
something
wake
worth
up call,
learning.
and that's a slap.
Yeah,
So that's the experience, that's the feel, that's the fear that somebody put in you. If somebody point the guns at you, then you just realize that. So
yeah.
some people are smart enough to realize before that happens. So I had to bite the bullet. So
But it was a learning
if it's
experience. Yeah,
yeah, it's a learning experience. So I was still on the track. I made my change. So if it's not your time, then you just have to wait till. But remember the teachings and the readings that you have.
yeah,
Those are the stuff that's gonna pull you out of the water. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. So I hope this helps, man. I hope this
oh
helps, and
yeah,
give you a bit of idea where you want to steer what you want to do. Dan Locke is great. I think there are loads of other great guys out there that teach us. Gary, have you
Gary
heard of Gary?
V. Yeah,
Gary V. I love that guy, man.
yeah,
Lots of swearing in the beginning, but
he the man.
jab jab punch, jab jab left hook. That's his book,
Yeah,
and you can always do stuff for free, but in the end, you just have to, sell something,
Yeah, it's
put
all
your
about.
website.
I mean, maybe jab jab hook works for him, and for some other
Yeah,
people, it's just like the one time sell, and it's just that that's who you are. But yeah,
exactly, exactly, exactly. So you just have to find your niche and find your interest. It might not be crypto, it might not be stocks, it might be something else, but no harm having a bit of your hands in each and every pie.
yeah,
Yeah, I can see that lots of. I think you definitely want to go down the entrepreneurship route. You're trying to find your journey, but the only way to find it is to keep searching.
yeah.
That's all I can say, man. To keep searching,
All right.
keep searching,
I
and
mean,
once you keep searching, I'm sure you'll find someone. And when opportunity arises, and believe me, don't do it alone. If you've got a friend with you, remember Bill Gates. Yeah, Bill Gates never discovered Microsoft by himself. Elon Musk never discovered PayPal by himself. He had a few friends,
yeah, and they all
and their
work
brother
together.
that did it with him. Exactly. Tim Cook was the same. I mean, Tim Cook burned lots of bridges, but he had a few friends running him, and they're the owner of Nike. I think there's a book that you should read. I think that he wrote a book. Nike, is it Shoe Club? Ah, Shoe Dog.
Phil Knight.
That's a good book. Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. That's a good book as well. It's written by the guy who was the CEO of Nike before. That's a good book. So all these people, when they were at your age, they were not doing themselves. Like Mark Zuckerberg never found this Facebook by himself. Him and Winklevoss brothers, the people who own lots of bitcoins, were the ones that found Facebook. So who knows? It might you and a few friends that might be the one that's working together to find the next big thing. So don't feel like you're doing it by yourself. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, we're social creatures, so makes sense, honestly.
yeah. Okay, I mean, yeah. So I think I've bored you enough with all my fluff.
I
I hope you
mean,
found it useful.
thank you.
Yeah.
No, I
I was
really
trying to give you a
appreciate
bit.
it.
Yeah. It's trying to give you a bit of everything, but feel free to message me, or I don't know if you got Telegram, but I use Telegram
Oh
or
yeah,
use Page.
I downloaded it, and then I was like, "What was I supposed to do with it?" And then I reread the Patreon message, so I was just like, "I'm just gonna send it to you after the call because I didn't want to feel like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put it
No,
to you right before the call and everything." I was like, "Nah, I got
no, don't
everything
worry about
right."
it. Don't worry
So
about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
got it.
Everyone's got a different question every time, and yeah, that's me. I do send occasionally, like once a week, like a newsletter, not newsletter, but like me trying to block and write about stuff for my patrons and what's happening, the next big thing. So I do that like once a week or twice a week. So I keep it going, and I've got my YouTube, I've got the one-on-one with everybody else, and then it's all different. Like me speaking to you, me speaking to my other patrons is completely different. Everybody's got different interests. So
Yeah,
yeah, you tell me how you want to steer it out, what you want to ask. So just trying to mold it into place. But I suppose, like I said, if you start side hustling and start building your stocks portfolio, this would be a great time because we're going through that bull run. I keep telling everybody that's the chart that you're looking at. Don't miss that boat.
yeah. I mean, only time will tell, right? Like,
Yeah. Don't miss that boat. But who knows what's going to happen tomorrow now? So nobody can see the future.
all
Yeah.
right.
I don't know, man. Have you got any questions or anything you want to ask? Yeah.
Any questions? I mean, no, not really. I mean, if I really did, I'd have like a bunch of questions, but like for a first
Yeah.
meeting, I mean, I'm happy. I gotta learn some stuff. You really taught me some valuable stuff, and I'm
Mm.
honestly just more glad than anything. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
it's not. I'm just more. No, not really. No.
Yeah. I think you should just give yourself a pat on the back and give you that high five for steering you into this journey. I mean, I think it's very good. It's very good what he's doing and helping and trying to mold you into into potential superstar tomorrow. So you
Yeah,
should keep it going, and yeah, just be yourself. If you can't find anything on Fiverr, you don't have to force yourself to find it. You might find something else.
yeah,
But one thing that if I stood up on a careers chat today, if kids were asking what career should they be picking up tomorrow, I would say software developing
oh yeah,
and blockchain, Ethereum, and Python. Those are the stuff that you should consider as a major. Not just because you can make like 250 grand at Google if they hire you
yeah.
tomorrow. It's
But
just
like
that,
AI and technology, it's coming.
yeah,
It's coming, and I don't think a lot
it's
of people
coming,
are
man.
ready for it. The high skill jobs, they're gonna come in like those forms, those avenues.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, so it's something that I don't know if you're applying for college yet or what you're doing in the next phase of your life, but you know, the likes of BMW, Toyota, Mercedes, Ford, you know who they're hiring just now? They're hiring software developers.
Yeah.
They're not hiring mechanical electrical engineers. They're hiring software developers that can build codes on the fly apps for the cars.
Yeah. I mean,
Those will be the big thing because they're
self-driving
not
cars
going to
are
hire
coming. Self-driving,
exactly
it's the future.
5G, 6G. Yeah, it's the future. Genomics. It's happening, man. It's happening. Those are the quick picks. Silicon Valley is the big thing. Yeah. So yeah. So hopefully you can pick and choose where you want to walk next. But that's the big thing. The other person that maybe one last one I want to share with you that you should listen to on YouTube. Have you heard of Gary Tan?
Gary Ton? Probably not. No, sir.
Oh man, this guy you need to listen to him.
He looks familiar, but I don't know him.
He's the guy who invests in Coinbase. He's the same age as me, but he's a bloody billionaire. He's a filthy rich.
Reminds me of
So
Ty Lopez,
somebody,
honestly.
yeah, I used to listen to Tyler Lopez, but not anymore.
I've never really understood. I mean, I know like here in my garage, that kind of thing, but that's all I ever really got about him.
Yeah, he's got one star. Yeah, there's lots of them going down that route, you know,
It's
selling T-shirts or whatever in his garage. Yeah, but now he's selling it. If I don't know, yeah, there are lots of people that sells like $10,000 scheme. If they can do it so well, they wouldn't be selling anybody $10,000 scheme.
yeah,
You know, like crypto traders, you know, they're saying that, oh, I'm a crypto millionaire, but I'm selling you a $10,000 scheme. I mean, if you've done so well, you don't need to sell a 10,000.
yeah.
So Gary Tan is one of them. He made tons of money investing in software developers, investing. So listen to him, and he is one of a more inspiration person in the US. I think he's one of the most underrated VC and young people inspired in the US. I think he's someone that you should follow. Yeah.
That's interesting. Oh, venture capitalist. Oh yeah, I see that. I see
Yeah.
the channel tags here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I mean, I hope to interview him one day, you know, and meet him. It's just remarkable.
Oh yeah.
He
By the
is
way, Two
remarkable.
Buddy is like that's so good. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, he's too buddy here. So,
All right.
oh
Well,
well.
thank thank
Well,
you a
I hope
lot.
that helps.
Thank you a
Yeah,
lot,
give me
Mister.
a shout if you want to even chat again next time. If
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe and comment any questions or concerns down below. Thanks once again and have a great day. See ya.